Hello, hello everyone. How are you today? Get my camera set up here better. There we go. Now you can see it all. I like that. How's everybody doing today? It is the last nice day here before we get warm again. I do have the fans going though, because it is a little warm. Hi Britt, how are you? I'm just getting started here. We're doing phase friends and flowers today. What a fun one. We are in the mystical lands of Klynnadra, Autumn's Magic by Karen Myers. It is available on Amazon. I believe it's $9.99. She's got a whole bunch of books over there on Amazon. You might want to check her out. Wonderful artist. Does beautiful hand-drawn coloring books that I absolutely love. Every Tuesday here on this channel, we color from her book. Let me fix this real quick. And we're going to keep doing that on Tuesdays. Imagimorphia, currently, I am working with the new colored pencils. And I'm working on this skull picture right now. Fun page. I've got a video up about coloring those flowers. The set that I got, sometimes the clip just does not want to cooperate. I've got the fans going, so if I don't clip it, it's not going to stay open for us. Anyway, the set of colors that I got is the Color 120. Came in a nice carry-in case. Came with a little cute coloring book. I'm going to be doing a full review on these pencils soon. Came with just a cute little coloring book. Nothing special. If the paper were better, I might write home about it, but it did come with an awesome, well, not awesome, a coloring chart. I've already found a couple mistakes on it. I don't know who came up with the fonts here, but that's the wrong font. And 103 is noted as pale green on the chart, and it's actually coconut green. So I'll be talking about all those details in an upcoming video. But for today, let's get this out of the way. Let's get started. Stay. I just recently rearranged my desk. If you want to see where I'm coloring, that is on my community page. You can see that post there. And I'll show you how I've got everything set up here. Of course, I've got my Prismacolors at the ready today. These, I believe, are cone flowers, so we're going to be coloring them purple and yellow here in a little bit. So I got all my purples out here, and I haven't decided what shade to use exactly. But those are at the ready here. I want to start off with this little butterfly in the corner, though. me see if I can zoom in a little bit. There, that's a little better. Alright, that looks good. Bit easier for me to reach if it's closer. And I'm going to make his body bronze. I'm a little brown bug. I know most of them are black, but my butterfly is going to be bronze. How's your day going, Britt? There we go. Aquamarine. This is a turquoise color. Again, we're in a fantasy world, and things can be any color we want. It is a beautiful day here. Might be about 75, I think, about right now. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn that fan off. Let's see what's on Spotify today. Oh, and we forgot to do our card. All Out 80s, that's what we're listening to today, and currently it's Manic Monday. I jumped right to coloring without doing our affirmation. Let's pull out our card here. Whoops. Don't drop them. When life knocks you down, get back up and say you hit like a little girl. When life knocks you down, get back up. That's all you can do. Get right back up again and get right back at it. Well, that's today's affirmation. And I fully feel that. Don't give up. Just keep going, going, going. All right. I'm going to sharpen this a little bit. Sharpening a pencil. Get a little bit better point on there. Y'all see that all right? Yeah. A little hard to see, but a lot of fine details in this one. This little butterfly here. All right, I like that. Yellowed orange. Again, I'm going to sharpen the pencil. Sharpening the pencil. It's green bean season out in the garden right now. I just picked some this morning. And tomorrow we're supposed to have the hot weather come back in again. So in about another week, we're going to be canning green beans. At least I hope so. They will all be ready. I love a pot of fresh green beans and ham and potatoes. Absolutely one of my favorite meals. Because I grew up eating it. July has always been green bean season. June is black raspberries. May and June are strawberry season for us. June, it's all about the black raspberries. There's about 2 weeks there in June, usually, that the black raspberries go crazy, and then they're done for the year. And we pick the berries, and then we make jelly out of them. And that's the best jelly in the world. Not to be confused with blackberries. It's not the same thing. Not at all. Although you can also make jelly out of blackberries, but black raspberries are both tart and sweet. Alright, I like that. Then we're going to put some canary yellow in there. Just real simple colors. There we go. little tiny dots in there. I like that. Little happy butterfly up there. All right. Now we have Faye. Cute little fairy. And we're going to color her wings in the same kind of colors. Again, starting off with that aquamarine. Oh, sorry guys, that's my light. All right, now we're gonna take sharpen a couple pencils here. This orange, the whole time I've had it, has not wanted to sharpen well. And I've had this for a long time. As you can see, it's still got the Sanford name on it. Same way with this one. But this orange has had a rough spot the entire way down that I've been sharpening it. Nothing I can do about it, except for hope it keeps going well. We're going to give her yellow and orange stripes. The 80s were the decade of the one-hit wonders. Where a band would be known for exactly one song. You literally couldn't name anything else from that band. One good thing, and that was it. All right. We're going to give her Tuscan red hair. Got a little bit of flowers on top of her head. Let me sharpen this real quick. Sharpening a pencil. Should have emptied that before we started, but I didn't. There's a little greenery here. Give her some pink flowers. There we go. Now let's I think yeah, dahlia purple. We'll give her a dahlia purple outfit. There we go. My black grape. There we go. How about that? Go away, Fly. You're not invited to this party. And let's see. Gonna have to dig for a minute. See if I even have that pencil out. That one's about done for. It's cream. Then we're going to come in with a little light umber. Oh, sorry, sharpening a pencil. Just give her a little color. Again, in your fantasy world, your critters can be whatever color you want. Crimson red. A little crimson red. Oh, we gotta sharpen that. Barely see her little red lips. Put a little red on her cheeks. Sharpening a pencil. With her little blue eyes. Oops. Blue eyeshadow here. There you go. Now her little face is all prettied up. Alright, continuing down here. Let's see. Let's start with some nectar. Saw a friend of mine coloring. There. Let's get this zoomed in a little bit. Hawaiian Hillbilly did a very beautiful mushroom yesterday in these colors. And we're going to see if I can make one as pretty as he did. He has a coloring channel. Hawaiian Hillbilly is his name. And he does a variety of coloring. 9 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I try to make it to his shows. Of course, he did not use these exact colors. He uses colored pencils, which is another reason why I got them. However, since I just got the colors, I don't know what I'm doing with them yet. It's going to take me a little bit of practice. I am working on, like I said, that picture from Imagimorphia with the colors. You know, nothing like putting yourself on the spotlight by doing a color along with new pencils. We'll all learn them together. Alright, I like that. He thinks I color fast. I think I color slow. I've seen the speed at which some people color. I don't think I'm fast. I'm going to add in some beige. kind of blend that out. I like that. A little bit of Deco Pink. I'll come in with the nectar on top here. Then I want warm gray. Warm gray 50%. Let's give it a little weight here, a little shadow. There we go. Reminds me of something out of a storybook. A little nectar. A bit of that warm gray. Oh, good. That. Whoops. Dropping pencils already today. They got beige in there. Oh, look, a cute little ladybug. Color the ladybug here in just a minute. Toss in a little bit of that deco pink down here. Bit of that nectar. Warm gray going on here. Come down into the light umber. that nectar down here. Bit like that. Oops. There I go off the page again. Oops. Sorry about that, guys. I was coloring right off the page again. I'm real good about that. And I get a drink real quick. Stretch out your fingers. Sorry about that. Getting that light right in your eyes. Next Tuesday at 1 o'clock, I plan on coloring live from the reservoir. In case you missed it, over the weekend, I colored from the Wabash River in my kayak. Yes, I sure did. Took along my portable book, Ivy's Peculiar Patterns, a little box of mini Crayola colored pencils, and I colored from the kayak. I even went live with it. It was a wonderful time, a beautiful day. Well, not beautiful, we had a storm coming in, but the temperature was really nice. We had a little breeze. It was a great day to be on the water for the splash on the Wabash. Every year, once a year, they do a fundraiser where people rent inner tubes and go down the river, and they work with the Department of Natural Resources, the local, I forget the name of it. The group that controls the dam exactly. Anyway, the Army Corps of Engineers. That's the word I'm looking for, not the DNR. The Army Corps of Engineers, to set the river at the perfect height for inner tubing. And all of us kayakers also take advantage of the fact that it's also perfect level to go down in the kayak. You don't hit any rocks along the way. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. So I decided this year that I was going to take my coloring and go down and color from the kayak, and that's what I did. So I enjoyed it so much that next weekend, or next Tuesday, I'm going to do it from out at the reservoir. I will be live from the reservoir coloring outside in nature, provided there's not a thunderstorm. Short of a thunderstorm, I will be out there doing that next Tuesday. I will not be taking this precious book with me, though. I will take my copy of my book that I don't mind if I accidentally goes in the water. Okay? I don't want to ruin all my hard work from this book. But that'll be coming up next Tuesday. And the reason I'm doing that is because it is the anniversary of my service dog passing away. I miss him very much, and I used to take him out there to get his exercise, and he loved it out there. So we will be remembering Ripley next Tuesday in a memorial paddle, where we'll be coloring and going live from the reservoir. I do it every year on his anniversary. Ivy's Magical Adventures. If you buy that book, I donate a portion of those proceeds in honor of Ripley to various animal charities and animal welfare groups around the United States. In his memory, so that he lives on. Service dogs are critical in the lives of disabled people. I'm talking about animals that actually live and breathe and are beside you the entire way. They can do numerous tasks for you. In Ripley's case, I have a falling issue because I have a really bad spine. And whenever I would fall, Ripley would help me get up. He would also help me navigate stairs. And we had many, many, many adventures together. I bought the van because he preferred being outside to being inside, and I don't blame him. I prefer it too. They say dogs are like their owners. And I miss him a lot. I miss him every single day. I have not had the heart to replace him because to me he's irreplaceable. We were together 11 years, spent thousands of hours in training, trained every day. We worked hard, we played hard. I will miss him every day of the rest of my life. True story. He was a German short-haired pointer. He was as get up and go as a dog could be, but he would also, if I was having a really bad day, he was also just happy to be just right beside me. As long as he was with his mama, he was good. But boy, I tell you what, if he wasn't, he was very talkative. He would let you know all about it. And he could say the word no clearly when he didn't want to do something. Service dogs are not robots. They have their own personalities, their own ways of communicating. When he sensed that I was unsteady, he would lay on my lap. Mama, don't go nowhere. Okay, buddy. If he thought I was going to fall down, boy, he would paw at me and get my attention and get me to sit down until I did, But that's his job. His job was to annoy me, and he did a good job of it. He talked to me all the time. I called it his chattering, just like a little kid. And then with a little bit more of that warm gray. In the United States, by the way, there is no official certification or documentation required to have a service dog. The requirement is that the dog perform a task for you that you cannot do on your own. That you need the assistance for. But if anybody tries to sell you a certificate saying you and your dog are certified for this, that, or the other thing, not required. You're also allowed to train your own service dog. You do not have to have a dog that is from some organization. You do not have to have a dog from a specific organization to be an official service dog. Now, there are some dogs, service dogs, that do require more specialized training, like a diabetic dog. But a lot of those dogs have the natural instinct for it already, and that's why they're chosen to be service dogs. But again, that still requires a lot of training. And it's ongoing. It's not like you just train the dog once and you're good to go. Those types of dogs must have ongoing training for the rest of their lives. They must have positive reinforcement. They are one of a kind, and the bond that you make with your service dog is unlike any other connection in the world, because you rely on them for your life. Which is why I also don't have the heart to immediately replace him. I mean, it's been a few years and I'm not ready. So if I ever did fall to where I can't get myself back up again, you bet I'd probably call 911. I've fallen and I can't get up. I do not have a good spine. I don't have a stable spine. And I also don't want to go through surgery. And that is my choice. So, there, I like how that's looking. We're going to darken it up even more here in a little bit. But I like that. Again, this is just that warm gray. 50%. And this is just light umber. And there comes a train in real life. I have no control over the trains. Oh no. Sometimes a train slightly disrupts my signal. Just know if it ever does disrupt it too bad, I will come back on for the live if I cannot at all possible do it. Just want to put a hint of that light umber up here. All right. There, like that. Shake out your fingers. Stretch your arms. your shoulders back. Take good care of your hands and arms. Got a little greenery down here in the corner too. There we go. Now we get the base color down. Base colors. Let's pop in a little espresso. That's looking nice. There we go. How fun is that? Oh, thank you, T-Man. I appreciate it. Now, why didn't I see anything in the chat from you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you there. I did not see you, honey. I apologize. There we go. I'm doing all right. I hope you have a great day. Check back in later. Get going in my own little world, and my chat stopped for whatever reason. And a friend of mine was having trouble with his chat earlier today, too. So I think YouTube's having some issues today. I apologize, T-Man. Got off in my own little world here. I like that. That looks like a storybook fairy tale mushroom house there. Zoom out a little bit. There we go. I think I want to put in a little bit more. I want to make these a little bit darker. There, I like that better. There we go. So nice of T-Man to stop by. I appreciate it, buddy. I'm real sorry I missed you. With nobody else notifying me, it's kind of hard to watch the chat, and yeah, my chat just locked up on me. I've got it restarted now, but gosh, I feel bad. like that. And we need to give him a door and a steps, but I like that. Alright, let's see here. A cool gray 90. There, get a little wrought iron on there. Now sharpen a pencil. Ooh, definitely gonna have to empty that soon. A little dark brown. There we go. All right. There we go. I'm going to sharpen that pencil. Oh, that's the wrong one. I didn't want that one. Sorry. Oh. I want this one. A cool gray 90. And you know me, I like a little periwinkle on my steps or my stones. There we go. Now we got some steps there. All right, everybody take a little break. I'm going to go stretch my legs for a minute since I've been sitting here for a minute. When life knocks you down, get back up again. That's our affirmation for today. I will be back shortly. All right. Get my music back on here. Getting warm out. All right. Oh, sorry, sharpening a pencil. Hey, I'm still getting used to the camera. Get you out of the way. All right. Oops. Oh, almost dropped the camera. There, that looks better. Sorry about that. All right, a little permanent red. Boy, so teeny tiny. Little Scarlet Lake. Now I'm going to grab out, and I think we'll be all right. Yeah, we'll be all right. My fine liner, a Micron, Pigma Micron 01. Oops. There we go. That's all we're going to do with him. He's teeny tiny. I gotta find a pencil. green ochre. Mr. Fly, you're not invited. And a little olive green. Hi Sherry, how are you doing today? Sorry, sometimes I get involved in my coloring, and earlier I totally missed Gaming was in here with me, and I totally missed him because my chat room didn't show that anybody was here, and I didn't want you to think I forgot you or missed you or anything. Sometimes I get distracted. Good, I'm glad to hear that. It's a beautiful day here, but I do have the fans going. Got a little stuffy. We're supposed to be getting some really warm weather in, and I'm not looking forward to it. All right, Faye's Friends and Flowers. I'm doing all right. Let's put in the sign. Kind of quiet today. Oh, sorry. Hi, J-Man. How you doing? Wow, now we got a crowd. Good, I'm glad to hear that. I loved your jump, by the way. That was awesome. If y'all haven't seen it, JRA Games jumped the train in Farming Simulator, and it was so much fun. Oops. Don't put your arm there. If I put my arm too far over here, I tip the board. We had a lot of fun the other night in Farming Simulator, jumping the train. Did you see Duke Retro Farmer jumped it with a semi? I couldn't believe that. That was so funny. Great time. I challenge everybody, go jump the train. That's just a little cool gray 70, I believe. Yeah, 70. What are you up to? What are you up to, Jay? What are you up to, Sherry? You both kind of came in at the same time. Oh, this is dark brown. I'm going to bring this down here a little bit and turn my book. I saw T Gaming just uploaded something. Maybe something to watch after a bit. I do. I try to look at everybody's stuff. I try to watch everybody's stuff. Jay, I watch a lot of your city skylines, believe it or not. I think you are a master builder on that game. You're welcome. Yay for lunch. No! Ozzy Osbourne passed away? You're kidding me. Oh my goodness. I am in shock. I knew he wasn't doing well, but wow. Oh, that is sad. I knew he had, I knew he had Parkinson's. But wow, didn't he just do a concert not that long ago? He literally just did his farewell concert, I thought. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm going to remember where I was when I learned he passed away. Wow. Music today would not be the same without him. Wow. Bless his heart. What a legacy. I knew he was not doing well, but wow. I am sad. All right, Jay. I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you have a beautiful day. Enjoy your lunch. Wow, that is very sad. I have a kitten named Ozzy. And he got that name because he's a little fighter. Oh, that is so sad. Yes, I did. Malcolm Jamal Warner passed away drowned. Yeah. I don't understand that one at all. Yeah, I grew up with Theo Huxtable and his antics. He seemed like he was always getting in trouble on that show. Sad week. It's okay. It's okay, Sherry. I've been in here coloring. How am I gonna know? I appreciate you telling me. That is, I knew about Malcolm Jamal Warner. I did not know about Ozzy. I knew his time was coming to an end, though. But he rocked until the end. He did. Right? Yeah, I wouldn't have known until after I was done here. Wow. Alright, hang on. We gotta switch the playlist over. Mama, I'm coming home. We gotta listen to that. He played that at the concert. I'd watched part of that. Thanks for the music, Ozzy. You will be missed. You know, I always listen to music, Sherry, when I'm coloring. If you're watching this, let me know your favorite Ozzy song. There's so many, how can you pick just one? I sound like I'm underwater. It might be the fans today. Let me turn that one off. Let's see if that helped at all. Yes, he did go out on a high note. Did that help at all, Sherry? I really do need a microphone, but I don't have one. Alright, yeah, it's probably the fans then. Or I've accidentally got the mic covered with the phone. I don't see that I am, though. I don't think I've got the microphone covered. Just in case, let me move it just a little bit. Watch, I'm going to drop it. Test, test, test. Let me see here. See, I've got this new camera holder. No, I never did find my canister yesterday. It's the thing that goes in here. This is an inhaler, you know, an asthma inhaler. It's the thing that goes in here, the medicine. It's about yay big, silver and white, about, oh, that big around, you know. Where it went, I have no idea. But yeah, I've looked everywhere. I've looked under everything. I've walked the path 5 different times. Well, by now, 20 different times. It is nowhere. Nowhere to be found. I wonder if I accidentally threw it in the trash or something. I have not dug through the trash yet, but I'm tempted. I do have a phone call in with the doctor. I have not heard back from them yet. But wow. Yeah, I don't know where it went. Have no idea. I know I've looked inside of everything. All my different containers. I thought, okay, here, give you an example here. This box right here, I thought maybe it fell into it. I've taken every item out of this box. Looked under everything, pulled everything out, rearranged it. It's not in there. Nope. Nowhere. It's like it just went poof. What are you wowing? The fact that I can't find it? Yeah, it was disappeared. I took everything off the shelves down below here, behind everything, I pulled my entire desk out from the wall, looked behind it, I looked under the couch. It is just disappeared, gone completely. A little dark umber here. It's gone. No idea. I looked between the couch cushions. I shook out all the bedding. Nope. Crazy train. I love the beginning of this song. This is probably my favorite. I was once told that this is the song that you're supposed to calibrate your speakers to in the car or when you have surround sound. This is the number one song to tune your speakers to. Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. Specifically because the track was made at a time when they could bounce the sound between the speakers. I don't know, but that's what I've heard. They took full advantage of that technology. All right. Thank you. need. Not apple. Oh, go away, bug. I don't know what kind of bug you are, but go away. You're not invited. Go away. It's a little gnat. Yeah, of course I'll find it after I get my replacement. Yeah. So if you ever want to calibrate speakers, use Crazy Train. A little spring green. Ferns are exceptionally important to New Zealand. I don't know all the reasons why, but it's like one of their national symbols. And it has something to do with everything has a beginning. And the circle of life keeps going. Something of that nature. But the spiral of the fern, the fiddlehead fern specifically, I believe, incredibly important to the people of New Zealand. Very symbolic. I wish Kiwi Farmer was here, Kiwi Sim Farmer, because she'd tell me all about it. I miss New Zealand something awful. I would go back in a heartbeat. Yes, it is. They even have a sports team named the Ferns. I forget what sport, though, because I'm not a sport person. Drop a little wet green on these, or spring green on these leaves. Alright, little spring green on there. A little lime peel. Oh, yeah, they do eat them. But it has a lot to do, too, with the symbolic circle life. Mr. Crowley. I hope they have a big state funeral for him. I hope they ask all the rockers in the world to come and sing at his funeral. I hope they make it a big party. I really do. I hope they make it a big deal, because it should be. His life should be celebrated. Talking about Ozzy Osbourne. I hope they raise $1 billion for Parkinson's research now. Not that he had to die to do that, but I hope they do. You know, let's solve that. Get those people some help. He gave so much to this world, it's only fitting that he goes out with a bang. Well, hi, Kiwi Sim Farmer. I was just talking about you. Can you explain, because I did a poor job of it, the significance of the fern in New Zealand, the spiral on the fern? Thank you. Yes, it is. Koru is the word I could not think of. The koru represents an unfurled fern and the beginning of new life. The fern as a whole is also symbolic of strength, resilience, and new beginnings. That's awesome, Kiwi. Thank you. I miss New Zealand a lot. I appreciate you coming by. You know, I might have only been there in person for 3 weeks, but it touched my heart forever. I think that's beautiful. I hope I do this fern justice. How you doing today, Kiwi? Thank you, Kiwi. I wish there was such a I'm actually crying here, guys, by the way. I actually wish there was such a thing as a teleporter. I'd use it to zap over to New Zealand. Gosh darn it. Hang on, guys. Yeah. I am so sentimental. Starting your Wednesday. All right, getting ready for work. Are you actually a farmer there, Kiwi? All right. A microphone is the next on my list by way of equipment to buy. So I apologize if I don't sound the best today. All right, you'll stream later tonight your time. Good deal. I hope I catch you. We are on, pretty much opposite schedules. I know Tuesday's your time you take off for family time, and I think that's awesome. Look how green on here. Oh, isn't that fitting? Kiwi, if you didn't hear, Ozzy Osbourne passed away. So I'm listening to Ozzy as my music. And If I Close My Eyes Forever just came on. Is that the real name of the song? Yeah, Close My Eyes Forever. That's ironic. I always listen to music when I'm streaming because it calms my nerves. I was literally just saying right before you came in, Kiwi, I wish you were here to explain the core root. And I couldn't think of the word. A reminder in life to do what you want to do and do it now. And if people think you're crazy, it's okay. Do what you love anyway. Kiwi is one of the nicer farming simulator streamers out there. Always so kind to everyone. Always welcoming. I have a problem with a lot of the streamers that they get their foul mouths going. And I don't like that. I don't care for the drama. I don't care for the fighting. I definitely don't care for the foul language. You're welcome, Kiwi. You're welcome. I appreciate it so much. I don't find it, it's a farming game. You know, it should be peaceful and relaxing and, in my opinion, and definitely not stressful. It's farming. You think they'll ever put kiwi fruit in the game? Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, maybe not for you, but... there are just too many that are not kind, and I don't want to support that. I'd rather support people who are kind and generous and support everybody else as well. You know, you support me, I'll support you. I want us all to win. There's room for everyone. You have trouble staying in between the lines. Hey, sometimes I do too. Gosh, 6.5 years, we'll tell you this story real quick, Kiwi. 6.5 years ago, I was in a bad car accident. It was not my fault. I was rear-ended. And I lost the ability to even hold a pencil. I probably dropped 1,000 pencils before I got back to this point of being able to color again. I have to take breaks, of course. And I don't color like anybody else. I'm very light-handed. And I work in a lot of layers. But I can't tell you the amount of pencils it took me to drop before I could do this. I can do it the other direction too. And then in January, I had a cat bite this finger. There's still a scar there. I don't think you can see it. But I used to be able to color really well with both hands at the same time. And I can't tell you the number of hours I spent doing this right here to regain control again. Now, if I wanted to, you just saw me coloring with this hand. I'm not as good with it. Oh, and my light. Hang on, let me fix my light. Get my light coming from this way for a minute. But if I want to, I'm not as fast. But I finally started being able to color again after that accident with this hand. And I don't always stay in the lines with this hand yet. But that's what rehab is all about, you know, working with it until you get your control back. And once I do, you'll catch me in here doing this more often. That's my party trick right there. I used to sit and do both hands at the same time for hours. So whenever somebody says they can't color outside the lines, you know how many years it took me to be able to do that? I mean, first of all, I learned it as a kid, all right? And then I had an accident that took away the ability for me to even hold a pencil. And then I had to relearn how to do it all over again. So, yeah. Once I get better at it, I'm going to do a live stream where that's all I do. Thank you, Sherry. That cat bite set me back so far. Not even funny. I mean, just when I got good at using both hands again after the accident, then I had a cat bite wound, and I went, hello? When I go places, and it kind of freaks people out a bit, because I'll just be sitting there in the doctor's office, minding my own business, getting both pencils going at the same time. Yeah, Sherry, you should see the pictures I can't show on it was black. I should have lost that finger, quite honestly. Thank you. Thank you, Kiwi. I appreciate that. It's been a lot of hard work. And occasionally I still drop the pencil. Alright. A little bit of olive in here. Bark at the moon. Alright, Kiwi, I know you're getting ready to go to work. you know what's sad, Sherry, is I just did that during a live stream, and I don't have the capability of going back and just snipping out that little bit and making that a short and telling everybody to watch this. I always mess up the setting. See, there's a setting that you can use. Is it this one? If I mess it up, I'm sorry. Oops, nope, that's not the one. Let me look. There is a setting. Oh, there it is. Maybe I'll have gotten that. Maybe it hasn't been 5 minutes ago. If so, then I'll get a highlight and then I can make a reel with that in it. If not, I can't download the whole live stream at once because I don't have that much space to download a few gigs of data. We'll see if I captured it. But then YouTube will save it on the as unlisted. I'll have to go back and look at it later to see if I captured it or not. If it was within the last 5 minutes that I did that, then it'll be on there. I'll look later. But I just recently learned that trick. But 9 times out of 10, I hit the wrong button like I did today. Yeah, I wish I'm going to have to get another memory card soon because I'm running out of space to make videos. But anyway, once I get more control with that left hand, you'll probably see me do it more often. Practice, practice, practice. I just don't quite have the control I would like yet. You know, when you want something bad enough, you'll get there. And I want that skill back again. With that, there is still a hard knot under there. And that's what is making it difficult to manipulate the pencils right now. I keep pushing on it and rubbing on it and hoping that the knot will go away. You know, I keep working on it. It feels weird. All right, where'd it go? There it is. gonna add a little darks in here with the black grape. Just a little bit of detail. There's just a little bit of that black grape. There we go. Brings it to life a little bit better. Let me zoom in, see if I can zoom in a little bit. Right? I love this color, black grape. Black grape. Adds beautiful shadows. No black required. My black pencil is highly neglected. All right. Welcome back, Kiwi. Welcome back. There are so many other colors other than black to use. You know, it's hard to explain. Black to me is just the absence totally. It's null and void. It's empty. It's an empty color to me. Let me make a dark color without black. Alright, there we go. That's a little better. A little canary yellow on the flame. A little bit of the glow. A bit deco in there. Deco up here. The reflected light there. Bit up there. Pardon me. A little burnt ochre. And a little bit of that light umber. And then, of course, you know, add in a little bit of that black grape. Yeah, like that. A very dark blue is a great color to use. Well, are you talking about, you're not talking about black grape. My dark blue that I use a lot is, let me get it out here. I'll show you why. Might be in this pile. Where did I put it? I literally just had it a little bit ago. Oh, there it is. Indigo. I hope you have a beautiful day, Kiwi. No worries. Thank you for coming by. Indigo. That's another great one to use. Well, it's a good thing I picked up the purples anyway. All right. I think we'll start with a little canary. Hit it with some yellow to orange. A little bit of deco. All right. Let's start with some Parma. Parma Violet. Sherry, have you noticed today, is it doing less of the zooming on you? You know, I have a hard time watching the screen and coloring at the same time. I changed some settings on my camera and I'm hoping that oh, bless your heart, Sherry, enjoy. Yum, yum, yum. Chicken. Have a beautiful day, Sherry. Thank you so much for stopping by. Awesome. Awesome. Glad to hear that. I changed some settings on the camera, and I think I got it down to where it's not going to be doing that stupid zoomy anymore on me. I hope, anyway. Enjoy your chicken. I'm going to take another break here in a minute, too. Go stretch my legs. Thank you, Sherry. Have a beautiful day. Always awesome when Sherry stops in. She's so nice. Alright, I think that's a good place before I swap pencils to take a little break. I will be back shortly. This is your reminder to get up, stretch. Ugh. Work your fingers. I will be back shortly. We'll take a little walk. Alright, I'm back. Got a fresh drink too. We get settled in here. Get my tunes back on. Alright. Add in a little violet. A little bit of violet blue. Dioxazine purple hue. And of course, just a little bit of that black grape. Trained in real life. the olive on the stem. A little bit of that green ochre. A little black grape. Dollar Tree, by the way. $1. Well, $1.25 now. It used to be an ink pen, but I've used up all the ink. Reminder, when life knocks you down, get back up. Always, always, always get back up again. All right. We've got some kind of bee. Deco yellow on his wings. Sharpening a pencil. Yep, I gotta empty that. Hold on, guys, for just a minute, please. It really got stuck in there. There we go, that's better. And every time you empty it, sharpen a number 2 through it. It helps keep the blade sharp. I keep a number 2 pencil handy just to sharpen the blade. Alright. A little bit of powder blue. Oops. Well, that was not fun. Alright. Take 2. A little bit of powder blue. Bit more of that deco. Oops. I know better. Alright. Make his legs a little dark brown. Teeny tiny. Canary yellow. Fly, you're not invited. There we go. actually going to break out a little bit of sunburst yellow. I need to get a new one. Little canary. There we go. Alright. Then we got another one of those gorgeous little flowers to do. Start off with some Parma Violet. violet. A little bit of that violet blue. That's the neighbor's dog if you hear that. I don't have any control over that. A little bit of that dioxazine purple hue. A little bit of that black grape. Yeah, about like that. Zoom in a little bit. Nope, that's too far. Oh, of course. All right, we'll zoom back out. Oops. Sorry about that. That thing is touchy. I wish they would give us a slider button, but they don't. So sorry about that. All right. Go away, Miss Supply. You're not invited. Olive. Olive green. bit of that green ochre. Train in real life. And of course a little bit of that black grape. Put a little bit of that lime peel on the leaf. The olive. A little bit of that green ochre. And a little bit of that black grape. Oh, black grape. Olive. Olive green. A little bit of green ochre. Uh-oh, the music stopped. Alright, what happened to the music? Oh, we got to the end of the playlist. Oops, wrong one. One moment. Alright. A little bit of black grape. Oh, go away, fly. A bit of that lime peel. The olive. Bit of that green ochre. A little bit of black grape. See if we can get it all in there now. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. that's where we're going to stop for today. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, that's where we're going to stop. Oh. My hands are getting a bit tired, and apparently my voice is too. But that's what we did today. Vase, Friends, and Flowers. We will continue this not next week, but the week after. Next week, I'm going to be out at the reservoir, weather permitting, coloring from the reservoir next week. Everybody seemed to like coloring from the kayak. I will be on my kayak again, but this time I will be out at the reservoir that we have nearby here. It'll be a nice time. It will be to honor my service dog who passed away. That is the anniversary of his passing. I miss him very much. And every year on the 29th, I go out there and I remember him and spend some time out there. He loved going out there in his downtime. We spent many, many, many hours there together. And so next week, next Tuesday, we will be doing that. I'll go live from there. We'll figure it out. Might not be as long a session next week, just a heads up. But then the week after, we'll work on this. I have an idea for the background. We'll see if we do that live or not. 50-50 chance. Anyway, I thank everybody for coming by today. Here after a bit, let's see, on today's schedule, Duke Retro Farmer will be streaming, or should be streaming later on this evening. After that, Kiwi Sim Farmer should be live as well. I highly recommend that you support both those gents. Wednesday night at midnight, Hawaiian Hillbilly will be on. Tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., Hawaiian Hillbilly will be hosting a coloring session, and I hope to see you there. I always try to make it to his coloring sessions. Very nice gentleman. And again, I am real sorry to hear about Ozzy Osbourne's passing today. Really tough for the world of music today. You know, I always listen to music when I am streaming. Got my nice headset there and everything. Great loss, wonderful man, wonderful contribution to the world of music. Anyway, otherwise I will see you on Friday at 1 o'clock. We color from one of my coloring books on Fridays. I hope to see you there. Until then, I will catch you on the flip side. Have a beautiful day, everyone.